Welcome to another film review by The Tales Behind the Talent. This time under review is Wonder Woman 1984, which came out on HBO on Saturday. And we'll start with the music. And of course, because whenever Hans Zimmer is involved, the music cannot be bad. So the music on the film is pretty good. And whenever the theme song is played during the film, it always brings you to a good mood. So I have nothing bad to say about the music, and also it fits the timeline when there's like 80s bass going on in the background or anything like that. I really like the music on the film. Second one, wardrobe. It's very retro, like it should be, and it fits the timeline well. I also think that they really succeeded with the wardrobe of the film. Then Wonder Woman as a character. It's cliche-ish, but what to expect? It's a retro film. Everything about the film is kind of retro with the graphics and all, with the music, with the wardrobe. So you kind of expect 80s like action film in a way. So, for example, when she crushes the guns and says, "I don't like guns," it's very cliche-ish, but at the same time, that's what you expect from the film. The character is very destructive. Even though she protects people, she doesn't care if she breaks something while she's being a superhero, which is quite cliche-ish for a superhero in a way. She's also lonely, and that's also kind of cliche-ish for a superhero. But also what you expect, and the loneliness kind of fits the plot as well, because Steve comes along later in the film after she wishes him back. Then Barbara. She wished like being Diana, but Diana isn't evil, but she is, and the point is that she lost her own goodness when she wished to be like Diana. But I don't know how does that work, because if Diana is good as a person, also strong, also a superhero, how does that kind of work against it? But it wouldn't be great for the plot if she wasn't a baddie in a way. She's kind of misunderstood, of course, and that's why she is so bitter and angry and everything. But that kind of being as strong as Diana emphasizes that. And then Max. Actually, let's talk in general at this point. Retro needs cliches. Like in case of Barbara, the unpopular becomes popular, and strong becomes evil. Then she becomes an animal, and then back to human. Very cliche-ish, or is it? But the rich guy is the bad guy. But the rich guy is also not that rich until he finds something that makes him rich. And then he becomes greedy, and he wishes to be the Dreamstone, and he destroys the artifact at the same time. But he becomes the artifact, so he doesn't destroy the artifact in a way. So he still needs to be destroyed, or he needs to renounce his wish for everything to go back to normal. His most important thing for him was health, because he ate all of those supplements and everything. I first thought that it would be his son, and in the end, I think it was. But he was suffering in terms of his health every time he made a wish true. Then, generally speaking, there's also this 80s kind of humor, which is also connected to today's humor in these kinds of comic book films. Steve is hilarious with the clothes and everything. Everything is new to him in 84, because he is wasn't he like a World War One pilot or World War II pilot? I just can't remember at this point, but yeah, he's been dead for a while, and now he's back, and he sees everything from the clothes to art to NASA, and everything is new. And that scene is very well done, and it kind of reminds me of Marvel in a way that I see DC as a darker universe, and Marvel as this humorous universe. And I really like that they brought the humor to this film in a way. But I think that it fits the Wonder Woman movie well. It wouldn't have fit a Batman movie that well. When the Flash movie comes out, I expect some humor, because Barry Allen is very humorous in a way. Also, when talking about cliches, Wonder Woman is learning to fly, and that's also very cliche to superhero movies. And before I end this review, I'm going to talk about symbolisms in the film. The first symbolism is bird versus cat fight, which is Diana versus Barbara. Diana is this metal bird, the Amazon warrior. What is it? Armor is like a bird's armor, and then Barbara becomes this horror version of the Cats musical, which itself was a horror version. Even though I haven't seen it, I have seen clips, and I don't want to see the film. And the fight scene is pretty good, but I kind of thought that it's kind of funny to have that kind of a symbolism there with cat versus bird, and who would win. The bird won, which is it's not rational. It's not rational in a way. Then the other symbolism is very much connected to January of this year. After everything goes to crap in the film, and Max has been fulfilling too many wishes, and Washington is run over by riots and everything. It's still in a better condition than in the Capitol riot or the Capitol insurrection, which is kind of I don't think that they knew at that point that that would happen. Of course not. So there's like trash all over, and supposed to be looking bad, but the actual scene after the Capitol riot, it's worse. And yeah, I thought that was pretty hilarious to notice. But all in all, I liked the film. It's kind of an unusual DC film in a way, but it fits the Wonder Woman universe or the Wonder Woman story quite well. And as a character, and Gal Gadot is always doing a perfect job in portraying the character. And even though I saw some bad reviews about it, I actually liked the film. But I as usual, I'm not going to give it a star rating or anything. I'm just talking about films and saying if I liked them or if I did not like them, and what did I like about them, and what I liked about them, and what I did not like about them. Sorry, I'm stuttering here. But thanks for listening and watching, and stay safe out there.